Tabula Rasa. Just like the light passes through a spectrum and is separated into its individual illuminations, we too are separated into our true essence when we pass through the veil. Aleister Nacht. Gnosis is considered intuitive knowledge of mystical and spiritual matters. This knowledge is acquired through multiple source channels. However, Gnosis is not only the knowledge, but also the ability to apply the knowledge to various magical operations. As an illustration, a person may know multiplication tables by heart, and yet the ability to apply multiplication to a particular situation to find the proper solution will prove the knowledge is simply rote or memorized. Without an understanding of how to apply the information and solve the problem, the knowledge is trivial and practically useless. Metaphorical entities or spirits can reveal illuminating, sacred knowledge if the practitioner is able to grasp and completely understand the knowledge. There are certain prerequisites which must be mastered in order to fully understand the sacred and profound secrets from beyond. As an illustration, a person could teach geometry to a toddler. However, it would probably be a waste of time for the teacher and pupil. The prerequisites of speaking, understanding basic mathematics, basic algebra, etc., are required at the application level of learning, or the benefits of the knowledge will certainly be lost. The Pythagorean theorem will mean very little to someone who has not yet mastered potty training. If a toddler were able to read a book about potty training, it would not mean the toddler would be instantly proficient. It is also important to understand the difference between linear and circular methods of acquiring knowledge from the metaphysical realm. The linear method can be visualized as the overall journey of the practitioner. This process has beginning and ending points, and the adjustment of the scope will allow the practitioner to zoom in or zoom out to change the overall scale of the journey map. The circular method employs the recurring or revisiting topic in an iterative manner, such as the cyclical PDCA method, which is an acronym for plan, do, check, and act. First, a plan is created by the practitioner, which includes the objective or desired outcome. Next, the plan is set into motion, or do. The progress is evaluated during the check phase, and finally, any corrections necessary are applied during the act phase. The output from the act phase also serves as an input to the plan phase, resulting in a revised plan of action. The PDCA cycle will begin again and continues until the overall objective has been achieved. The linear method and circular method are most effective when combined and incorporated into an overall master plan for not only achieving an objective, but also monitoring progress and facilitation of analyses to determine the quality of results obtained during the process. As a satanic magus, I have had very good results using both methods concurrently when teaching neophytes the basic principles of satanic magic. This leads me to an important point to be made for the reader. At some point, the neophyte must leave the nest and practice what has been taught as a sole practitioner. This is necessary and very important in order for the pupil to experience what has been taught. Experiences are more vivid, and these personal experiences are prerequisites for higher knowledge. The solo event acts as a cognitive method of preparation for the pupil, gaining new experiences of the tactical performance of tasks and the reinforcement of knowledge gained up to that specific point in time. Repeating chronological steps of a rite, ritual, incantation, etc. also raises questions for the neophyte, leading to a better overall understanding. Capturing these questions and having the magus answer the questions during the next teaching moment helps reinforce the application of what has been learned and also reassures the magus of the neophyte's true progress, ability to apply what has been learned, and his or her cognitive capacity or readiness for more complicated concepts to be introduced and successfully understood. This presents an opportunity for the magus to apply the check-act steps to the neophyte's learning objectives and make corrections to his or her plan of action based upon an unbiased evaluation. If someone does not have questions over a certain time frame and or in regards to a specific subject matter, the magus must ask leading questions to ensure the pupil is truly completing assignments and understanding the material enough to move to the next higher level of learning. This is the building block learning methodology at its very best, which produces erudite satanic practitioners. While a pupil will return to the satanic magus in the future, the teacher-pupil interaction should be a temporal and transitive relationship. How many times have you dropped by to visit your college professor's classroom after graduating? This is my point exactly. When approaching satanic magic or thaumaturgy in general, it is important for the practitioner to clear his or her mind of all preconceptions. The Shoshin beginner's mind will aid the practitioner to overcome prejudice, inertia, resistance, and preconceived expectations, all of which are counterproductive enemies of the satanic practitioner. The objective of magical study is to gain knowledge and apply that knowledge to produce the practitioner's desired results. Satanic magic is a framework which requires the gnosis to broaden the magical horizon through self-awareness. Make the knowledge yours. For the practitioner, this process requires many hours of dedicated study to understand magic at the rote level and then apply the rote knowledge to a wide range of circumstances with an endless possibility of variables. The solution or result is what matters, not the process performed to arrive at the solution. There are countless routes to a destination, and in that sense, practitioners often arrive at the same result by employing quite different approaches. Along the same line of thought, the practitioner could draw a map to a desired destination, an actual location, placing the destination at any point on the map. Doing so will not change the actual location of the destination simply because the practitioner placed the destination at a different location on his or her map. In fact, following the practitioner's map will cause a traveler to arrive at an altogether different location in their physical reality. A desire for a certain reality is not and never will be enough. Going further in this analogy, if a shortcut is added to the map, it does not have any bearing on the flawed destination. It remains simply a fool's errand for both traveler and practitioner. It is a prima facie example of the blind leading the blind. If your sincere desire is to master satanic magic, you must know what success looks like when arriving at the desired destination. You must also use valid and accurate information to make your course corrections along the way. If your map is flawed, as in our example, all of the subsequent actions and energy expended en route is in vain. It's as foreign as Vouvray is to Boone's Farm wine.